you can record the intro. I'm not gonna record a separate intro. I'm too fucking lazy. Fuck that. Hey YouTube, what is going on? It's Roku, back at it again with another video. And this one's gonna be less about, less about learning how to play Darius and more about the fun part, which is choosing the Darius skins. And we're actually recording this live on stream, by the way. The chat is saying hi to YouTube. Tachi, Zero, Shadow, Miss Rose, they're all saying hi to YouTube. So say hi. Alright, I'm not gonna put this bullshit on you, right? So we're just gonna go over this. And there are 5 criteria I have for every single Darius skin, right? The model, how it looks, the effects, how good they are, the mechanics, how good they feel to play. This is very important for me. The boss battle factor, because Darius does feel like this big fucking, oh, like they all jump on you, they can't kill you. That factor. And extra, like shit, like the extra voice lines, the backing animation, shit that's like that can't be fit into the other criteria, right? So first off, default. I'm just gonna copy paste this so I don't have to type it out. So for the default, the model I would say is like, I think it does the job definitely, and it's decent, but it could be way better, right? It is quite an outdated, high ABD. It is quite an outdated model because he has had this model since like 2012, so he's not gonna have like fucking Rakan or like Senna levels of graphics, but he's still okay. So I'll give him a 3. I'll give him 2.5 out of 5, because default Darius should be like the standard, Effects, in my opinion, the effects of default Darius are actually pretty fucking good. It's just got the like nice red sort of feel to it, and it's one of the reasons why I actually use default Darius the most, actually, because I think default Darius is my favorite skin to use, because I just need a red Darius skin because red is my favorite color. Mechanics, for me, the default Darius is like the second best skin for mechanics. Like, I always hit my crazy ass fucking montage plays on default Darius. So yeah. My lighting isn't always good on default Darius, but the boss battle factor of default Darius is kind of low. He just feels like a normal dude who's there, just to, fuck around. Extras. And there are no extras with his skin, because it's just the default one. So, overall, like, if we just tally all those together, we get 13, I think? No, 12. 12 out of 20. So that's the mark of the default Darius. The grade. Okay, let's move on to the next skin. Lord Darius. Darius' first skin. And honestly, like, this was the first skin that I bought, because I just thought that it looked cool. It's Darius, but like, like with this nice royal golden armor and all that bullshit, right? So, as I got better though, I started to realize that this skin is actually just kind of shit. Like, I don't know why, but the mechanics on this skin are like quite just. I'm just the worst on this skin. Maybe I'm getting flashbacks to when I was a terrible player or some shit, but I just can't work on them. The effects and the extras are the same as the default one, right? There's nothing special, and the model I would say is like 3. Like, it's just slightly better than default, There's no reason to use the skin if you have default. And the boss battle factor is actually like a 3.3 out of 5. It's just a tiny bit better than the default Darius. So overall, this skin is a bit better than default Darius in terms of looks, but in terms of mechanics, it is just so much worse. So it's 9.5 out of 20. So yeah, that's the rating we give our Lord Darius. Next, Bioforge. Now this skin is actually like quite popular among some of the Darius players, and I can see why it's popular. Like, it's got really nice green effects, and if you like green, then this is going to be the skin that you're going for. Bioforge. So the model of Bioforge is actually quite bad in my opinion. He just looks too like bulky and too fucking stiff, kind of like Lord Darius, but like his axe is just kind of shit too. So I would say overall, the model of default Darius is better than Bioforge Darius. In terms of effects, however, like Bioforge actually takes the cake on this one. The effects on Bioforge Darius are so fucking good, and like you mostly want to be getting Bioforge for the effects. In terms of mechanics, I don't really play on Bioforge too much, so I'll just leave it at 3. Because I feel like that axe is just way too awkward for, you know, auto attack sometimes. I just hate the axe of him. The boss battle factor is actually quite good, so we're gonna leave that at 3. And the extras, like the skin has like decent extras. I wouldn't say they're too good though. So it's 1 out of 5. Alright, the chat is sleeping right now because we're doing a boring ass YouTube video. Woad King. Now this skin has a special place in my heart, and if I'm ever caught using Woad King Darius, thank you, Sir Bernova. If I ever caught using Woad King Darius out in the live, that means I'm just full tryharding. Because when I'm on the skin, my mechanics are just so fucking good. It's just unreal. Like, I'm just like, this is my peak Darius, by the way. Woad King has such fucking good auto attacks. I love the Woad King auto attacks. They're so fucking good. It's just, I just can't. Like, they're just so good. And it's like the perfect combination between feeling swift and able to dodge things and feeling like a boss battle, you know? The model of Woad King is actually quite good, because it's actually a newer skin. It's not just Darius and armor. It's showing a bit of the skin, but look at how fucking thick that thigh is, by the way. Jesus Christ, dude. I'm not gay, but, you know. Alright. The extras. For the extras, I would say this skin receives a 2 out of 5. It has a new back animation, and it has a bunch of fucking sound effects here and there that are really good. Speaking of effects, this skin has really good fucking effects. Really, really good effects. Like, everything is blue except the bleed stacks, and I especially like the new ult. Because when you kill someone on the ult, on the default areas, it's like, you know, it's just so epic. It's like the ground is crumbling and shit. And Woad King just makes that smashing sound effect of just breaking through the fucking ground. These lightning sound effects and shit, like, just so cool when you kill people on the R of Woad King Darius, you know? And the model, I would say, is like 3.5 out of 5. I'm not good at this. The boss battle factor, I would say, is a tiny bit lacking. But it is still okay, I guess. It's just not like it's like, it's decent. It's decent. So overall, the grade of, why do I have this fucking music here? Yep.
We are all wolves.
Nevrimo, thank you so much for the follow, man. We're doing a skin review right now. Alright, boys. I'll interact with the chat after I get the skin review done. So overall, the grade of the skin is 17 out of 20. Which is a very, very good mark. Chat, at me when he's done with the skin review. I got a surprise for him. I am honestly scared. But you know. Grandmaster Darius. Now, this is one of the favorite Darius skins for a lot of people. And I can kind of understand why. But for me, it's a bit... Let's just say I don't like it too much, you know? First off, like, the reason I like it is because of the mechanics. It just feels... His all attacks are not nice for me. And just, like, the sound of just smashing someone with your basketball thing is just weird, you know? So, like... I'm not exactly, like, a fan of this. But I'm not gonna just shit-talk it completely, you know? The boss battle factor of the skin is actually pretty high. 4 out of 5. And the extra effects, the voice lines on Grandmaster Darius carry the whole skin. The rest of the shit doesn't even matter. So I'll say it's 4 out of 5 for the extras. For the effects, it's also a decent 4 out of 5. As for the model though, if you actually look at the model itself, it looks quite fucking ugly. Like the in-game model, he looks like, it's just so fucking ugly, the in-game model. It's just everything else that carries the fucking, you know, skin. So overall, I'd give this skin a solid 16 out of 20. It's pretty good. Ugly for a king. Yeah. It's just not good looking enough. I wish YouTube could see the chat. I mean, soon we're gonna add a chat, but you know, that's later when we have a budget. Academy Darius. Now, Academy Darius is probably like the swiftest skin, as in I probably like rarely get hit by skill shots when I'm on this skin. It's so fucking good. Now I'm not as good as fighting, but I'm good at like dodging and shit. So that's 4 out of 5 for mechanics. The boss battle factor is non-existent, so it's 1 out of 5. The effects are the same as default Darius, so it's 3 out of 5. We're getting fucking, and the model is kind of bad too. You know, like Academy Darius is only there if you're cheap and you need the cheapest Darius skin, and if you need mechanics. Because honestly, the skin is just for the extra mechanics. It honestly offers nothing to the table. It's not as bad as Lord Darius, you know, but like it's not good either. So overall, this skin gets fucking 10.5 out of 20. All right, next skin, Dreadnova. What do I think of Dreadnova? Now, Dreadnova, I think, is pretty shit. Alright, I'm gonna elaborate. But basically, like, I don't know why, but like, the fucking gem skins are so shit. First off, the model, it has the potential of looking good, but it's just so fucking awkward. Like, that thing behind him, the fucking jetpack thing, it replaces his cape, and it just looks weird. And I can't play that shit. The effects are quite good. The effects are actually really, really, really fucking good. Like the 5 stack effect, the Q, I just love that. But other than that, everything's just fucking lacking. And honestly, my mechanics on the skin are just meh, you know, meh. The boss battle factor is like kind of up there, but you know, it's not too much. The skin does have extra effects though, so yeah, I'd say like it's a good skin because you know, Riot put money into making it, but you know, compared to the other Darius skins, you're just better off using the other skins. You know, the ones that are rated higher, in my opinion. So this one is gonna be, let's math it. Let's math it. 6, 10, 14. Now this is what we've all been waiting for. God King Darius. This is the best skin for Darius. It is undeniable. It's undeniable. The model, 5 out of 5. Excellent model. The wolf is there. The axe turns into a fucking scythe. It just feels amazing. The effects, 5 out of 5. Riot just went all out. Like, anarchy, and he gets all these fucking glows on his pauldrons and shit. It's just fucking epic. The mechanics are... My mechanics are only, like, decent on this skin. I don't know why. I just wish I could be better at Darius on the skin, but it's just not my best mechanical skin to use. I do love the skin so much though. And this skin has fucking boss battle factor coming out the ass. It is so much. And as for extras, I would say it just takes the cake. All 5. So God King Darius gets more than, you know, our maximum, which is 23.5 out of 20. It is more than our maximum. It is the best Darius skin. This is the Darius skins ranking. Alright, that'll pretty much be it for this video. This was done live, so sorry for interacting with the chat here and there, although I haven't interacted with them at all. So yeah, this will be uploaded to YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, and watch the rest of my videos. I need the views. So yeah.